Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and what we're going to do is finish off your man here. Now this may take over 2 videos, I don't know. The previous video I did of base coating this fella took how long was it? Just over an hour, and even with increasing the speed, we were talking near enough half an hour, doubling it. So I had to edit it quite a bit to get it down to a tolerable length for a video like that. But this one I'm going to be going into a little bit more detail, so therefore I'm going to be doing a bit of talking in this, even though I don't particularly want to, but only in certain parts. The majority of it I'm just going to be doing quite quickly, like on the whites and the highlighting of the main bodies and this sort of thing. But what I want to do with the cloak is going to take a little bit of explaining and talking through. So instead of faffing about, first of all, here we are, they are done. Here's the engineer. The base is finished. I forgot about these. I did them a few moments ago. They're all finished. I just need to give the stones a quick dry brush with white. I may do that while I'm doing this, and go around the edges with black again. So as I say, I may go over the white when I've got the white out for doing this part. But first of all, I need a palette, because I threw my other palette away. Not be a second, let me just go and find one. Okay, there we go, palette found. Right, let's get cracking, shall we? First of all, what I want to do is, I'm going to be doing this in short steps rather than mixing a great deal. So what I'm going to be doing is taking Runefang steel, a bit of that, white scar, a bit of that, and mixing it till it's like a very pale bluey grey. Spot of water, and with this what I want to be doing is using a new brush, standard brush I'm going to be using for this. Let's do our highlights, shall we? Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is attach that temporarily, so I know where the highlights are going to be on this fella. Okay, so it's definitely going to be here. I'm going to be coming down here slightly, but not fully. Just the edges. This part here will be getting the full treatment, and I will go a little bit on this one as well, but not too much. There we go. Also be going on here. This edge is going to be done like so, along with this area. And a little bit here. Okay, and finally here we'll get some as well. There we are. I'm also going to just do a little touch there and a little touch on the back edge here. And just in case you're wondering, yes, that was Laddie being noisy as usual. There we go. I'm just going to smooth that area off. Okay. Next we're going to just touch a little bit on here. In this corner. And then it's going to be the hand about there, like so. Okay, so that really is that done. Next, we'll bang this arm on. Just touch a little bit of water in there just to make it a little more fluid. And we want to run and paint right along the top edge like so. Down this edge. There we are. And here we can have some going down and across. We don't want a great deal on this. Anything we do a little bit too much, we can always go over with whites just to add that for a bit of highlighting. This can get some done. There we are with that. Anywhere else? Okay, that seems to be all in shadow, but we can put a little bit down the bottom edges just to show that there may be a bit of light getting through, and the same down here as well. Here we go. Trying hard also not to get, oops, what was I saying then? Trying hard as well not to get paint where we don't want it to be. and we're just now showing a little bit of light colour here and there, just to break up the dark blues that we have, the nice shadow colours. Oh yeah. Okay, so now we need to mix some more of this colour because we've run out basically. So again, we want the Steel Legion drab, and we want a lot more this time. Okay, so the Steel Legion drab, the white, and as I want it to be more bluey, very pale bluey grey. Could look about right. Just add a touch of water to it to keep it fluid while it's on the palette, and I'm going to start off by using this large brush just for certain areas, because with this model I can, and it's here along the top edge. I can go that little bit heavy with it because this is the part where the light is really going to be hitting. And just a case of going over there as well. There's going to be a little bit here to go on. I'll try hard not to let it go towards any of the little recesses. Now I'm going to have to change brushes. I just wanted to make sure that I was making the best use of all the paint I'd mixed by using that brush. So you've got another surface a little too dark. You can always add some extra highlights with white later on. Okay. So what we're going to try and do here is just make it look as though everything, as I say, is this particular colour. I don't want it being confused. So the idea is just to get this colour on everywhere near enough. Well, on all sections rather. Don't want it going everywhere because obviously that would spoil the look of it. Extreme highlights can be done with white. Later on. I'm just going to add a touch more water because it's getting a little bit solid. No, not solid, stiff. And that's not what we want from our paints. So we're going to add there we are. Obviously anywhere that we definitely know is going to be hit by a lot of light, we'll get a lot of this colour on it. But as I say, keep away from the indents. Keep away from the crevices. We don't want any of this going into the crevices. That's what the wash was put in to do. That's the bit that goes into the crevices. This paint doesn't. There we are. And there we go. So we're relying on this colour to show that this is the armour colour. And then the white afterwards will show that it's the highlighted version of this colour. Now, when you've not got much on your brush, if you're feeling lucky, you might be able to get away with doing that. Oh, I didn't feel lucky then, but I just went for it anyway. Okay, so a bit more water. Let's see if I can squeeze any more of this paint out, or whether I'd have to mix some more. I think it might be a new mix, to be honest. But let's see how we go with it. I'm going to be having to get down to a new mix anyway very shortly, but I think we might be able to just about manage with this for a few seconds more. down here we can just lightly dry brush, very lightly dry brush over it, just to give it the look of the colour. We don't want to be doing that all over the place though, because we want proper colour in all of the places. Remember as well when you're doing this that blue is actually the shadow colour for white. And if you don't believe me, next time it snows, have a look at where the snow is when it's in shadow, like beneath trees or whatever, and you will see blue. You won't see white or grey, you'll see blue. Promise you, trust me. Okay, so there we are. Quite happy with the way that's gone. I know there'll be some areas that I've gone over quite wrongly, but it doesn't matter. At this stage, as I say, it's just to get the colour on. At the moment, I'm going to put a little more on here. Just as I say, it's just to show that the colour is there more than anything else. And it's just a little bit of a dry brush, it's nothing, no major colour application. Okay, that is it for that colour.